And starting this one, Chris Sale.
He has great stuff, Boog, but what I love most is his drive. You know, when he takes the ball, he's going to give you everything he's got and try to pitch deep into the ball game. He's a true competitor, which makes it easy for his teammates to play hard for him. We're not going to see him take many pitches off. I can promise you that.
Now a chance for Yandy Diaz. Way outside, and with that, we're underway in Atlanta. Sale ready. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Sale delivers. Fouls one off. 2-2. Spoils a two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And Sale deals. And it remains 2-2. Now one miss. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Brandon Lau.
Lau at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Lau, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he was a third-round pick back in 2015. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The next pitch misses, and that's ball one.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That one in the dirt. Now 2-2. One out, base is empty. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Now up for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Just missed. And a pitch. That misses the zone, and now 2-0.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Outside with a breaking ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back at Truist Park. And today's starter, Shane McClanahan. What do we need to know here?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Bottom of the first. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris the second. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. That one fouled off. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike three.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Jurickson Profar, batting with one down, takes a strike.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Oh. 0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Missed with a changeup. Full count, 3-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So here's Riley now. There's a strike. Ball one there.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
That one outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, space is empty. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Diaz squeezes it, and that is that. And the Braves go down quietly. We played an inning, no score. Back here in Atlanta, digging in,
Braves,
Josh Lowe.
Right fielder, Josh Lowe.
Sale back to work. In the air, left field. Profar has a beat on it. Nabs it. And there's one down. Danny Jansen to hit here.
Let's get it going, Braves.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He sends it out of here. It's 1-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
One down. And next is the designated hitter, Christopher Morel. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Go ball. 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Clips the corner. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Way inside. Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Caballero. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now the first baseman, Matt Olson.
This is a guy that really has the ability to be more than just a slugger and a home run hitter, but to hit for average, to get on base, and to drive the ball out of the ballpark.
First pitch misses. McClanahan, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Here's the pitch to Olson. In the air, left field, down the line. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Man at second. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes Olson around third. Now a long throw home. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 1-1.
Picks himself up at RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. There's the strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Next pitch off the plate, and that's ball 1.
Nope, that's away.
And that one pulled foul. That just misses, and that's ball 3.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Batting 7.
Here's Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. Ozuna stands at first with 1 out. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Oh, 2-1.
On the ground to the left. Fires to second for 1, and that's 2. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All even now at 1-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the
Leading off for the
ballpark.
Rays,
Now here
left
is
fielder,
Richie Palacios. As the lefty gets to work. And that one upstairs. And that one is lifted in the air. Kelnick under it. And it's caught for the out.
Batting 9th, center fielder Johnny DeLuca.
And the batter now, Johnny DeLuca. That misses. Ball 1. And another ball.
2-0.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That's a little bit low.
3-1.
One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. Tied up here in the early going. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
And that is downstairs. Ball 1. That one 95 to finish him off. Rays go in order. 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. Back at Truist Park, and now the right fielder, Jared Kelnick.
Jared Kelnick.
And the
That's the
first
ball.
pitch misses for ball one. And there's a ball.
No strike.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
That one missed. Now 3-0. And that clips the inside corner. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot.
Batting ninth,
Hitter didn't
the
offer at it.
shortstop,
Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Arcia.
Here's Orlando Arcia. That one is absolutely belted. Could be extra bases. Kelnick rounds third, headed for the plate. To second, but way too late. Safe there. He will score, and the Braves take the lead.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So digging in, Michael Harris the second. First
That's
offering,
ball.
and it just misses. Arcia at second with nobody out. Next pitch is outside.
Three balls. No strike.
And ball four, two aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk,
Now
and
batting,
guy at the
left
plate was not
fielder,
going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Profar.
First and second, no outs. Now here is Jurickson Profar. He's 0 for 1. And that's too high.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Leaping, and he makes the grab.
Now batting, third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here's Austin Riley. Popped out and foul ground first time through. To third, might be 2. On to second, they get 1. And they bounce into 2 already. This one ends the third. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. Back here in
Leading
Atlanta,
off for
standing
Tampa
in is the
Bay,
power hitting second baseman, Brandon Lau. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these Rays doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one finds the zone. Now 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Two balls. Two strike.
Ground ball right side. Lau out on the play.
Now batting, third baseman, Junior Caminero.
Here's the third baseman, Junior Caminero. Went down on strikes his first time through. Caminero goes 6'1", 220 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Right through there for a strike. Raised down by a run. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Up the middle, Arcia. Slings to first, 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder Josh Lowe.
And here is Josh Lowe. Fly to left his first time. There's a strike.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, sat down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
0-2.
Oh, 2 now. And
One
ball
ball,
1.
2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Rays retired in order. Nothing doing for Tampa. They're down 2-1. And we're back.
Leading
Matt Olson
off
up
for
to the
Braves,
plate.
First baseman, Matt Olson.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Gone. A 2-run shot. It's 4-1. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. That
One
misses
ball,
the
no
zone,
strike.
and it's 1-0.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. So 2 balls and no strikes. McClanahan maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up. It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swinging a foul straight back. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's down and in. A slider missed. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Just missed. And that one ripped into right, and that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for two, throws to second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Jared Kelenic. He reached on a walk his first time. That's in there. It's 0-1. And that's in for a strike. Bullpen movement for the Rays. Drew Rasmussen warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Rodriguez also getting ready. Man at second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. Wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Fought off foul.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touched it.
The 0-2. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Up and in. Going to count 1-2.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up.
No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now 4-1. Back after this on the show. New inning getting
Leading
started.
off for
Now it's
Tampa Bay,
Jansen to
catcher,
hit.
Danny Jansen.
Sale back to work. Knee high. That's in for a strike.
Well, these Rays just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
And that misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that will fall. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
So now here's the DH, Christopher Morel. His first at bat was a strikeout. Slider misses outside. Jansen aboard here at first with nobody out. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up
Now
any
batting,
better than that.
shortstop,
Everything was on
Jose
time and
Caballero.
fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Jose Caballero. Caught looking his first time up. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 in scoring position, nobody out, and we're at the top of the 5th. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next pitch is downstairs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Palacios batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next offering is down low.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Second and third, 1 away. The 1-1 is fouled off.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Well done behind the dish.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Johnny DeLuca getting ready to hit. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
2 on, 2 outs. That's in there, and it's 0-2. On the ground to third, Riley. And that's the 3rd out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 4, the Rays 1. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
So now
off
to the
for
plate
Braves,
for Atlanta.
center
Michael
fielder,
Harris the second.
Michael Harris the second.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That one just misses.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's the switch hitting
Now
left
batting,
fielder Jurickson
left fielder,
Profar. 0 for 2 in this one.
Profar.
On the ground, Caballero whips it to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving
Now
along. 2
batting,
quick outs.
Third baseman, Austin Riley.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Austin Riley.
Up.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
The 0-2. That's down and in. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Braves go down quickly here as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Ground ball right side. Olsen handles the chance. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And now it's Brandon Lau. In there at the knees. The Braves leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. And that's in the dirt. And that's outside. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. And they're chipping away. It's 4-2.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 1 out, nobody on. Junior Caminero will hit next. Swings and misses. 0-1.
1 strike.
On the inside corner for a strike.
Threw open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That misses the zone, and a count 1-2. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Harris brings it in, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Lowe.
Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. And he pumps it a strike. And that's outside. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Danny Jansen would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Got it. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 4-2. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching for
Back
Tampa
now
Bay.
for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new
Number
pitcher on the mound,
57.
Drew Rasmussen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now Matt Olson
Leading
up
off
to
for
hit.
the Braves, first baseman, Matt Olson.
Taps softly to the right side. He'll do it himself. One away, bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. He had a big swing back in the fourth, a two-run homer, and that helped them get the lead.
And what a swing it was, Boog. Poetry in motion, and those are the type that you hardly feel when you connect with the baseball. Just so smooth, a great feeling off the bat.
First pitch just misses.
1-0.
Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Cole Sulser warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Late on that fastball.
1-1.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Check swing called strike. And now 2-2. Next offering is outside. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the
Up
upper
next for the
90s,
Braves,
and you see the velocity on that
baseman,
one. Just tough to catch up to.
Albies.
I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Albies, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that's downstairs. 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Up the middle. Wide throw pulls him off the bag, and the inning still alive.
That's a play you expect your
Now
shortstop to
batting,
make pretty much
catcher,
every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
So here's Murphy now. He's built his reputation as one of the top framers in the sport. There's a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Albies off of first with 2 away. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. That's to third. They get the force. Inning over. One left for Atlanta as they can't add to their 4-2 lead.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Pierce Johnson.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That one missed. Johnson measures 6 feet 2 inches, 200 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2012. The 1-0. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Misses. The count now 2-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Goes down looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Morel stands in now and watches strike 1.
Strike.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2.
The Rays down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball still 0-2. One down, base is empty. And a curve misses outside, ball 1.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen throwing BBs.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Caballero stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. The 1-0. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side of the 7th. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Braves 4, the Rays 2. Back at Truist Park, leading off Jared Kelnick.
Right fielder, Jared Kelnick.
Foul ball there. And that skips in the dirt. Just missed. Next offering misses down and away.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Wow! It went off the roof of the restaurant. What a shot! He shoots one out to right. It's 5-2.
Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Drew Rasmussen won't go any further. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Manuel Rodriguez gets the ball now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Orlando Arcia now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hit in the air, center field. DeLuca under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Braves, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. That one to first. Diaz steps on first for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Jerickson Profar.
Profar climbs in on that left side. 0 for 3 in this one. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A monster shot to right. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-2. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. Riley started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and Jerry Hillsdale says he went around. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that means Matt Olson will have a chance to hit.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here, is Matt Olson. That's in for a strike. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Riley, the runner at first with 2 gone. Not close with that one, and it's 1-2. Got him swinging. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 6-2. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 63.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the left fielder, Richie Palacios. The Rays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. And it stays fair.
Now batting.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Now it's going to be Johnny DeLuca. And downstairs.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And that one in the air, center field. Makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting. First baseman, Yandy Diaz.
So a man aboard. Yandy Diaz now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. First pitch, and he just misses. Activity in the bullpen. Daysbel Hernandez getting ready to go. Lee, the lefty, warming up as well. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Fires to second for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Braves 6, the Rays 2. Back here in Atlanta, bottom of the 8th. So here's the Braves designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Rodriguez back to work. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And there's a foul ball. Outside low, 1-2 to count.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting
Now
ahead in the
batting,
count. And as a
second
pitcher, it
baseman,
really allows you to start
Ozzie
expanding the
Albies.
zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And that's down and away.
1 and 2.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and makes the grab. 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher, Sean
2 outs, base is
Murphy.
empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy, 1 for 3. Ball 1, no strikes. Check swing, called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
That one way inside. Two outs. And that's downstairs and outside. Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. They lead it 6-2. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Angel Perdomo getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Dodd also throwing. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Next offering down low and in the dirt. That one way inside. And down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, I can't argue with that one. And clearly he was looking for something else. Anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Caminero in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. The Braves leading by 4 here at the top of the 9th. On the ground right side. Albies over to first in time. And they're down to their last out.
Now batting, right fielder Josh Lowe.
Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a curveball is just outside.
No strike.
Just missed. And another ball.
3-0.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. In there at the knees. And it's 3-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
They're down to their final strike.
Okay.
The Rays down to their final strike. And he walked him.
Take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Jansen, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
On the ground, and this should do it. On to first, ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by this team to get it done for the hometown fans.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.